see SPHR, and here you, so all these are parallel. So there are certain advantages from doing the SHRM, and there are certain disadvantages you can say, because it is SHRM is not only the certification agency, it's a member body, general member body for what? For the all the human resources. For it's an association, it's a connection where people meet, where people can discuss, where they discuss the problems about the global market scenario. Let me go to the about myself introduction. My name is Rahul Venkatesh. These are my certifications, these are my designations. CPHR, British Columbia, from CPHR and GPHR, I'm certified, and the certification from the SHRM SCP SPHRI. So I hold the master's degree from Symbiosis, and more than 18-20 years I have worked in the corporate and to the strategy part, into the training part. That is where my working is. You can find me on the LinkedIn on this profile, and the recipient of the Governor Award from the Punjab Chandigarh Governor in the 2000, Honorable Governor from in 2015. This is the Emerging Leader Award, and I have my lectures on the some lectures uploaded on the YouTube. This is my before I pursue to the certification to what SHRM is. This is my certification. Actually, you can check on the online available. This is my certification for SHRM. Normally, it takes time to earn such kind of certifications in your career, because you are investing your because these certification are with the experience, and with that experience you have your family, you have your wife, you have your kids, you have your spouse. So you have your office time. Apart from these, how to devote time for such to obtain such certification. You are not a college passed out, just immediately you come and join, you get this certification. At the time passes, so it is more difficult to attain such certification, because the mental pressure is there. There are a lot of other things, and every year, every 2 years, certification agencies keep on changing, and their toughness level is increased due to the market scenarios changing, due to the strategy, due to the globalization, due to the e-commerce, due to the change in policies, strategic policies. This one is the visiting card issued by the SHRM. This all the SHRM professional, because I'm just showing you this. You will also once you are SHRM SCP, you will get this certificates and visiting card. You will have a badge from SHRM, and you will have a letter assigning that you have cleared, which you can put in your resume file. So this is my profile. Now let's talk about what is SHRM. Why we are going for the SHRM? Why we not other certification agency? So basically, the SHRM is the agency, is the place with the Society for Human Resource Management, where it creates a better place for the employers and your employees. That right, and it is also, if you see, their tagline is the voice of all things workers and the workplace. SHRM is the foremost expert convener in the thought leaders in the way on issuing your impacting today's evolving workplace. With more, SHRM have more than you see 3 lakhs of the HR professional with executive member in 165 countries. It means recognized everywhere. So this is one of the way that you can choose which agency, which certificate agency is the holding the global presence, where you can get your benefits, where more than 115 million workers and family they affect, because SHRM works. If you see in the US, they should work with the government agencies. They work with the government. They put their recommendations that this is the minimum wage required. This is the policy needs to be changed. Why is SHRM certification? SHRM is always focused on making you HR practitioner and seeking the attaining the certification, like commitment to the ensuring your certification as members, our members that are achieved through your that is recognized as the best in class and distinguish them in the marketplace. The certification is the culmination of your over the 3 years of research. If you see the SHRM competency model, I'll discuss you the competency model in detail in later slide. Why? Because you need to understand whether the certification is based on what criteria. Because SHRM has their own competency model. Because competency model is really applicable to your daily work life, that is strategically or professionally, and which has more than 35,000 HR professionals around the world. This is a competency model that has been validated. Why you are seeking the SHRM? So again, here earning the SHRM SCP credential makes you as a recognized expert and leader in the HR field, and that gives you a valuable asset in your organization, keeping you and your organization more competitive in your today's economy. And this professional distinction sets you apart from your colleagues, that proving your high level of skills and your knowledge. But there is a distinction. Once you write that, just I written with the designation as a Rahul Venkatesh, so I just write comma SHRM SCP comma CPHR. These are the competency based. The certification, as a SHRM certification, provides you the opportunity to prove not only to you to know what you can apply to the knowledge, and if you see the relevancy of your competency model, there are the 73% of the examinees say that the SHRM, both the examination, CP is the standard you, and SCP is the senior charter charter professional, and where SHRM is the giving you the 75 3% examinees are, they have endorsed that it is relevant. It is the certified professional and the senior certified professional, universally acceptable and builds upon your comprehensive knowledge, that the SHRM BOCK. If you see this BOCK, it is body of your competency and the knowledge. Later on, I will send you this slide of your SHRM booklet, full booklet in your chat box once you this class, this webinar is over. And SHRM certification is applicable across the industries, geography, borders, and job. Here you have that are focus on the SHRM is more focused on the advancement. More than 5,000 employers are seeking SHRM credentials. 5,000 employer means globally, and every month. And SHRM SCP CP credentials are based on the current HR landscape, focusing on your competencies, knowledge, and HR professionals that need to lead in a today's business community. And it is based on the strategy, based on the in-depth research, focus on the backed by the global employer, business leaders. SHRM CP and SCP credential reflect what HR practitioner need to know to be the leader in their organization and your profession. Which I have told you, SHRM is the only certification agency which has the world largest memberships organization. So once you're a part of SHRM, so you become a part of a community. Because in that you will be sharing with, they will be sharing with you the all the global. You will be connecting to the. You have a strong network. There is a directory of the SHRM professionals, and SHRM has supported more than 1 lakh of employers, representing the 115 million employees worldwide. Here you have the SHRM certification preparation program. How to go about your SHRM certification preparation program? Let's see. That is based on what? Based on your knowledge, your competency level. That competency level designed by the SHRM. Here you have the SHRM BOCK, that is the competency body of competency and knowledge. And you will be having the comprehensive exam and world-class instructional material and the certification preparation tools that will be provided to you, so that you can attain this certification. Let me go through the eligibility criteria, because many of the attendees must know what is the actual criteria, who will be getting the SCP, who will be getting the certified professional CP. If you have the less than one, you don't have the bachelor's degree, so you require the role less than, you have a graduate degree, you are currently in HR role, so you must have 3 years in the role, and and this for SHRM, it is the 3 years of the graduate degree, and here you have the 6 years in the role that is required. There are other general criteria like the HR relates to the experience, relates to the work in any of the 15 fundamental areas. For SCP, you require a postmasters. After postmasters, you have 3 years of experience, and for CP, before below 3 years, you will be getting the CP. If you are a member of the SHRM, then you will be having certain discounts on your examination fees that will be discussed. So HR related experience that relate to the any work experience, the 15 fundamental of the HR knowledge, which comprise of the technical competency like the expertise of the SHRM, BOCK, and WOC, and what is the applicant are not required to hold the HR title. In fact, if you have the experience, you can join the SHRM certification, you can enroll for it. Applicant must be able to demonstrate that they have devoted the 1,000 hours related to the HR activity in a particular calendar year. That you can prove, you can send your resume to the SHRM. And the part-time workers, they qualify as long as the 1,000 work hour standard that is met within the calendar year. And to get your SHRM certification, no SHRM membership is not required. But the SHRM doesn't ask you, you require the SHRM membership to that, so that you can appear for the exam. You can directly enroll the exam, and but if you are a member, you have a certain benefits definitely. Let's see how to obtain the SHRM SCP and your CP. There are pathways. The first pathway is, I'll start with the first pathway. That is a normal course, so which all you know. You have many times visited the SHRM websites. This is the pathway. You decide whether you want to go or not. First thing, initial slide I've which I've given you for the SHRM. Why SHRM is required? So you must decide. So which agency you from which certification. So if you have decided that SHRM, I will be going to this SHRM, then you apply and schedule for the exam. You can apply online. That is, then you can prepare for your exam. Then there are tests that will be conducted online from the Prometric centers, where you can go and you will be assigned with the dates. You have to visit there, and you have to in person. There will be your photograph and your signature, digital signature, and you will get register for your test. Then after that, you will achieve your certification. When you have achieved your certification, then it's time to recertify, because recertification means here you have to demonstrate that I am upgrading my skills. Competency level I have enhanced, and that I will discuss in the later slides. How to recertify it, because you need to demonstrate certain you must show your certificate that I have gone through the webinar or something and submit to the SHRM. That then they will retain your SHRM SCP or CP. Let's see how the exam is. What is the length of exam? The fear factor which normally comes in the mind, kind of the syllabus, what kind of the questions are there, and the length of the exam, how toughness is there, and what will the syllabus included, how it will be shall I able to get it or not. SHRM exam, the exam format length is that first is a computer based. It's an objective type question, computer based. Here you have the 4 hours in the length. You will be given the 4 hours, and there will be 160 questions. Now, here is the testing, 160 questions. That has been bifurcated to your 60% of that will be to the knowledge item base, 95 questions from the knowledge base, from the HR knowledge base, which you have attained from your degrees, from your normal course of action, from your grasping your knowledge. And secondly, now it's a situational judgment item. These are required. So 65 situational judgment item, that are the 40%, you will be given certain scenarios. I'll show you the type of the questions which will be there in your exam. There will be certain scenarios. Here you will be judging to give the answer, and that will be related to your practical life. That's what the SHRM motive is. Here is the breakdown of your testing time. You will be this is for length is the 4 hours. Yeah, you will be given the confirmation details within 2 minutes, and the introduction tutorials will be there for 8 minutes, and you will be having your exam of 4 hours. These are 240 minutes, and your survey will be there given to you. That will be of 5 minutes. This is how you have to manage your timing. You have to cool off your mind at least one day before the exam. Now this is the passing. The exam would be of the 160 questions, and your out of the 160 questions, 30 questions will not be scoreable. Why? Because these 30 questions will be the testing questions. That questions will be used for the experimental part for designing the new test for the coming months or the coming years. So it means you have to score from 130 questions, and it is you don't know which are these 30. These are the randomly selected question 30 which are within non-scoreable. It means you have to score from 130 questions, and you have to attain a marks of 200 to achieve your certification. This is how you will get certified. Minimum score is 120, but once you achieve a score of 200, you are passed. SHRM doesn't give you the passing percentage like in your certificate. That once you have you have seen my certificate, there is no such passing percentage written. Once you are certified, you are certified. These are when you visit the SHRM website. These are the benefits which I am just updating you that the non-member price is the 400 USD for the examination fees, and the SHRM member price is 300. This is $100 of discount given to the SHRM members and non-member. There's a difference, and you have standard examination fees of your that includes your 375 and 475. So this depend on if you book early, you will be saving $75, and application fees of another 50 is there, that is including the exam. And you can book the exam directly through the SHRM on their website. These are the testing schedule. SHRM exam happens to be twice a year. There can be twice a year means there is spring and the winter. Spring starts for the May to July. This period you have the testing period, and December to February you have the testing period. So means here you have the early bird, which this was the early bird. Here 300 was the fees. It is the early bird from January to April. From April is the standard. This one is the standard fees 375 and 475 November. This has been revised due to the COVID-19. They have revised the dates and extended the dates. Initially it was the April 10. Now they have extended their examination schedule. These are the dates of the examination: 1st June to 15th of August. So it means 2.5 months the examination dates will be open. Again, it will from the June it will start the early bird, and here again in the January, December to mid-February, again 2.5 months. You will be having to achieve your testing time. The window will open for the testing. Description of your exam. Here is the SHRM SCP and SHRM CP, how it works, how the description is made. And let's see, there are two type of the multiple choice question MCQs which we discussed. One will be your standalone knowledge based on the basis of your candidate's knowledge, your understanding of your actual knowledge, your factual knowledge. Then you will be given at the scenario or the situational judgment item, like your candidate judgment, application, decision-making skills, that will be given. This is the SHRM body of knowledge and you say BOCK, body of competency and your knowledge, how it works, what they want exactly from you. So how to develop the your competency level, what the things are required so that you clear the exam. If you see, these have been defined into the blue one is the behavioral competencies, and this green one is your technical competencies. These are there. Let's understand what are the behavior that are your situational, which you will require. Like you will be required for your consultation will be there, and your critical evaluation, global cultural effectiveness, and your communication. Here you have your in terms of your relationship building. If you see retention, if you see the ethical practice, there are definition for the ethical practice, how you define your ethics, how you the ethics is basically, if you see, it's a knowledge, skills, abilities, and the characteristics of that are related to maintaining high level of personal and your professional integrity. That is the ethical practice here. And business acumen is required, like the strategy, how to develop the strategy, how to develop the restructuring, how to develop. So you must having the business acumen, and you have your the communication and a consultant. So consultation is basically it is defined as your knowledge, skills, abilities, and characteristics that related to your work organization. That are your so what is required in the consultation? If you see there, there may be the 5 subcontinent for this components that are your evaluation, your business challenges. As a consultant, you have to you design your solution for your organization as a HR, and you have to implement and support your HR solution. You have to change the management as a, you have to be a customer interactive, or your interaction must be there. So that will be there. When it comes to be ethical, here you must have the personal, professional, and your, there must be ethical agent that must be required. When it comes to the relationship management, relationship, if you see relationship, basically you need to create and maintain network professional contacts within and outside the organization, so that you build the relationship, you maintain your relationship to work as an effective member. So it comprised of different thing. Relationship management, you must have the component of the network, you must have the relationship building, you must have the good knowledge how to work in a team, how to design the team, how you can manage the conflicts, how you can negotiate. These are all the techniques that are required. So that will be required for this. Then you have your so you see this, you will be having the questions from this behavioral competency. You will be assigned with what? You will be assigned with the case study. You have to identify, is this ethical? Is this asking about the relationship? Is this asking about the global culture effectiveness? So how global culture and effectiveness that affects how you design your policies when you are moving a global market, how the culture has an impact, what kind of culture there, it depends on the interpersonal, intrapersonal, what kind of cultural shocks are there. If you see reverse cultural shock or cultural shocks are there. And critical evaluation, you must be able to evaluate, you must be able to understand, you must be able to have analysis, you must know the HR matrix, what is asking. And leadership is on the top priority. You must work as a leader and navigate through. You must know what kind of leadership is required at a different situation at a different point of time. When it comes to the technical competencies, so technical competencies comes with the different parts like the people, organization, workplace, and your strategy. These are the 4 areas where the examiner will ask you about the people. About the people, about means your recruiting part, talent acquisition, employee engagement, how to do, how the learning development will be done, what are the models for the learning and development, how to evaluate the learning and development, what are the total rewards, means how you can design your compensation policy for your employees so that they can be retained in the organization. And here you have the organization, like the structure of the HR function and organization effectiveness and workforce management system. You must be able to understand how the employee relations are work. Relation work in terms of your employment law, in terms of labor laws, and your technology and your data representation. Here you have the business HR. For strategy part, you must be able to understand the strategy, because like these days the COVID is there. So you must be able to restructure, you must be able to sustain the market scenario, how you can, which strategy you want to put, whether this is a there are multiple kind of strategies which you design, whether re-engineering is required, whether refocusing is required, restructuring is required, what kind of strategy is required. So these are the HR function areas. So you must, So when you have all these areas, you are become an effective individual. When you become effective, you have a full knowledge and competency base. So you and your organization both grow, and you become a business, successful business outcomes will be there. That's what the beauty of the SHRM certifications. That's why these have been recognized globally. That's why I'm emphasizing you must, if you are choosing to go for your SHRM, then you must choose this certification, because looking to these competency level, and these are not any theoretical, these are practical based, these are research based competency level that are required. So moving to the next, now we have seen that there will be situational based question, there will be knowledge based question. So two categories will be required. So if you see that two categories, like the standalone knowledge based rather than item, that has been again revised. So first category refer to the HR specific knowledge of the items, that covers your key concepts, your topics associated with your 15 HR functional areas. That 15 HR functional will come from this competency model. There is a wheel of competency model also that comes when you are studying the competency for the SHRM during the examination, that will be discussed. And second category refer to the fundamental knowledge of item, like that cover the topics which are the fundamental 8 behavioral competencies are there. So examinees receive the credit for selecting the correct answer, and if you leave it you wrong, given your wrong choice, you will not be, and there is no negative marking. So that is the one of the advantage. And these are the distribution of item that are by the content and the item type. These are your behavioral clusters. You must have the leadership. So this is how the examination would be divided. The 13% would be the situational judgment, or it is both for the SCP and CP, both the kind of question that will be required. Depending on your the toughness level. The SCP is more tough than the CP because you have now at a senior level position. For HR knowledge, people, organization, workplace, and strategy, this will include and count to the 50%. Here you have the 50%, almost here you 50%, so it comes out to be the 100% of your distribution. Normally this for SCP it comes out to 65. So you cannot. There will be a question bank. I'll show you how to work on these. I'm just muting.
ठीक है फोन से कर लो
This is on your screen. I'm just welcoming you. Can anyone give the answer for this? This is the sample examination question. Then I will show you how to give the answer, and later on how to achieve this certification. If a trainer is reviewing how well a training activity was received by the people in the workplace, and what form of training analysis is that person is using.
On behavior?
on the basis of behavior, yes.
On the basis of behavior?
On the basis of behavior.
On the basis of results.
How well the training activity was received by the people? It's a reaction. It's not the behavior. If you see, according to the practice model, you have the reaction. How the first reaction was what? How they received. Whether behavior is something, how the behavior change, behavior step. The answer is not the behavior right now. Right? This is how the answer you get confused. And when you have the question round, and when you're studying, when you're correlating with the question, then you just think from the practical part. Yes, it is the how it works. It's a reaction. Yeah, Dharminder, he showed that is a reaction. Let me give you the second question. A person's general knowledge and the skills for the work can be interpreted at what? Can anyone from the general knowledge and the skills for?
It's a human capital.
Human capital.
It can be ROI, return on investment.
It can be on ROI, return on investment.
ROI, yes. Can be ROI.
It can be on ROI. It can,
It is the human capital refer to the general skills and knowledge that ROI is,
Human capital.
ROI is something different. There's a lot of noise. I just mute you just unmute yourself. So it depends. So this is how you click on, immediately jump on the answers and immediately, that's why the pass percentage is less. It's the human capital that refer to the general skills and knowledge that one has for managing a certain task that can be interpreted what, but not the ROI. Let's come to the third question. Let's give the answer for this. Yeah, any participant?
It's A.
Yeah, I guess it's A. Yeah.
Right, it's
So
A.
just the contribution
It's
plan.
C. It's C. I guess it's C.
It's C. It's C. He knows what benefit he holds.
No.
he uses a contribution plan.
Contribution plan. A.
It's a contribution plan, right? Because employer his employer matches the regular contribution for his retirement, so it's a contribution. It is way it is given the answer. The contribution. Let's come to the situational question from the CP. Later on, we'll come to the SCP. The toughness level little bit of different from here. What firm or market differentiation is working with the that conference standards?
It's services.
Product.
It's services. Services.
Price.
That's the product. Product is a differentiation. Please see, working with the conference standard, price by standard, conference with the product have their own differentiation, market differentiation with the product standard, conference standard. The product differentiation considered the feature of product or the quality of what you are offering. That's why the answer is C. Here's the product. Let's come to another question. These are these SCP. There are difference of the SCP and CP. Porter's journal strategy for focusing of a focus or the following of what? Porter's, anyone if you know what is Porter's?
Porter's 5-force model.
Yeah, these are the five more, like the threat of new entry, buyer's power is there, threat of substitution is there, supplier powers are there. So you have to see from the threat of new entry.
Sir, it's A. It's A. Providing specific service.
It's a C. I think it's C.
It's A. Providing specific service.
Yeah, it's focus on specific things that you want to highlight. So providing a specific.
Yes.
Okay. Then is the diversification. Diversification of a strategy of building a business that entails what? You just
I guess it's D, not D. Just 1 second. It's A. Offering products to various type of people.
Sir, it's B. It's B. Selling new product in a new market.
I guess, yeah. D.
It's B.
Yeah, it's B. Selling your good, Rohan.
Yes.
I think it's A, sir.
No. Its answer is B. You can use the diversification strategies for to sell your new.
Yes.
Now let's come to the on the situational judgment item. Situational judgment item that assess your candidate judgment, your decision making skills, which are you're not necessarily measured using your traditional knowledge. The examiners are presented with the realistic work related scenarios and asked to choose the best way of the several possible strategies to resolve and to address the issue. So you have your, this one is the situational examination one, the CP. this one, the question on your screen. A female worker is earning $500 a week during doing the job, while a male worker doing the same job is earning $600. The Equal Pay Act requires employers to what? Now here it is your the question. Why the question is related to your job? As a HR person, how you recommend? What do you recommend to your employer? Equal Pay Act requires what?
B.
I think answer is B.
Sir, the answer is D. D. Using a bending system for male and female pay. It's D. Hello.
D.
Answer is
D. D. It is D.
D.
equal
It's
pay.
D.
Answer is B.
D.
Not, so answer is B. Because Equal Employment Act, this Equity Pay Act, there's the commission stated that the violation of Equal Pay Act when you are paying the unequal. So the year you have to defend against your discrimination. Next question.
Me get question here now.
Sir, can you give the full form of Cobra? What is Cobra?
Cobra, basically it's a it will come in your study module. Here I cannot detail Cobra, but it's about the Cobra, right? These are the kind of question. Omnibus.
So then the answer will be B, the number of employees in the workplace.
No.
Okay,
Yes, sir, I guess the
Cobra.
answer is the B, number of employees in the workplace.
Okay, let me just tell you, the COBRA is the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, which has been framed.
Yes, yes, Simran, you. Sorry. Simran, you were saying something.
I was saying about the full form of COBRA, as
Yes.
it has been like the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, something like that, which provide eligibility to the employees and their dependents, I guess. This is something which is related to the health coverage, if I'm not wrong.
Right. Right, Rohan?
Yes, yes. Yes, then the answer will be C.
The
The type of insurance.
Yeah, sure. Rohan, just let me speak. The Cobra coverage standard does not cover the plan that are not only the life insurance or
Yes.
disability benefit. Jeff can get the Cobra benefit if he has fewer hours of employment, but he has not lost his job altogether. Right. Last question from here. The CP is the
Correct. Eric is working in nature position where he wants to find the best possibility and place for certain task work from the answer is C. Administrative.
any other participant, please answer.
The answer is A, strategic.
Right. Answer is strategic. Because he's working where he's to find the best possible employees for certain tasks. It's a strategic role. You have to identify it. It's not administrative. It's not a direct.
Strategic.
It's a strategic, right? Now here is the CPS situational answer question. Here actually,
I think answer is A, cell phone numbers.
Tom wants to produce the new HRIS, but can be that that he can use to employ.
Cell phone numbers, sir.
So no, ये सब होगा. ये सब होगा.
All of the above.
It's all of because it's a because you are using the HRIS and data can use He can use the employee record. He reviews it's the cell phone number, home zip code, dental plan, and it's all of the above. So when you are reading out the all the when you're studying for the acts, so you the acts includes your all your the privacy and everything. So that will be covered under this area. Let's come to the tools. Then we are the last.
Identify project parameters.
Sir, determine requirements. Determine requirements.
It's D, determine requirements.
Determine requirements.
The answer is B because
Incoming vendor requirement. Okay, this information already. Not contacting information.
answer is D here.
Determine requirements.
Yeah, Rohan, please just give me the answer and just please keep quiet when answer will come. Only one time you give the answer. Let others speak. Yeah, any other from this? Give the answer.
It's A. Yes, sir. A.
Any other?
Sir, it's B. Identifying history, historic information and processes.
It's D, all of the above.
Yeah, D all of the above.
Okay. It summarizes the employee handbook.
Hey,
It summarizes your each procedure.
hey.
Answer is A, right? This is how the you will get your questions in your exam. That's what my motive is to give you the just the glimpse of this. So I have just muted you now. Again, I am coming to the part 2 from where you can achieve your certification. So this is the way you can get. You have to attain your knowledge. You have to correlate your practical life. These are the situation based. Now let's come to the part 2 to earn your SHRM SCP and the SCP certification. Most of you do not know how to attain. This was the one of the way of earning your SHRM, giving the exam, studying for it. Is there any other way to earn the SHRM? Yes, it's there. What is that? You have this process. You decide that you want to become a SHRM member or you become a CPHR member. Let me. I will give you what is CPHR, and when you become the CPHR member, you just prepare for the CPHR and you take your NKE National Knowledge Examination test. And when you attain your CPHR certification, once you have attained, there is an agreement. I'll show you how it works. You will get SHRM certification free with the CPHR. Free in the sense you will not be paid for any fees. You will not be having the exam. So once you're the CPHR member, your CPHR examination. CPHR basically is for the Canada, for where you will get 2 certification. It is the same certification which I have told you the part 1, same certification with the part 2, you will attain it. Let me give you the brief overview about what is CPHR. So CPHR established in the 1994 and basically it's a largest body in the Canada where you have, it works on they have the standard of quality for the HR professional. They design the designation, CPHR designation, and they communicate that you possess the experience, expertise in your own field, and that are necessary. These are necessary to lead your organization through your different challenges, and they are CPHR focus on your continuous professional development, and they almost work on the similar parameters like the SHRM is working, and their abilities and their knowledge of their in the human key areas, and their ability to utilize the most of up-to-date and tools. Once you are a CPHR, you will get this badge, Charter Professional Human Resource. This is for the Canada. That means for the US, Canada, you have all the you have the certification from the CPHR to the SHRM. Let me take you the CPHR, how it works and how you can get your SHRM with that. And before that, let me give you a brief introduction more about some CPHR. CPHR represent 27,000 members in the Canada HR professional, and it is there in all the province, 9 province and 3 territories in the Canada. And CPHR Canada is the national voice. It means this, when it is called as national voice, it means CPHR works. See, they recognize the HR professionals and they proactively position the national human resources agenda in Canada and representing the Canadian HR profession with the HR association around the world. How in the later slide, I'll tell you how they are connected to the other association which are strong in the worldwide. CPHR Canada is the representative of your North American Human Resource Management Association, NARMA, and the World Federation of People Management Association. When it means CPHR representative of the worldwide and the North American. So it means CPHR is connected to the worldwide here. So these partnership offer the opportunity to partner the many HR initiatives, that affect your policies, practices of the at the world level, and that benefit the CPHR candidates, their professional development. We have read the gone through the SHRM competency model. Let's see how the CPHR competency model, because that is important when you are how these two agreements are there, how to, because that competency model must be same as suppose we are giving a certification. It means CPHR and the SHRM, they have the similar competency level, like they work on the strategy, they work on the professional practice ethics, they work on the engagement, they work on your total rewards, compensation benefits, they work on your labor and employment relationship, laws, collective agreement, designing of your labor union and your labor workforce practices, and then health and wellness, then OSHA like of your activity, like health and safety, ensuring your health and safety of the employees, and learning it around, which I've seen in the SHRM also. Then you have the workforce planning and talent management and human resource matrix reporting, financial management, where you can design, have the analysis. Next step. Now here you have decided to, first you become the CPHR member. Now you prepare for the test. Now you will say that again we have to pass the test. So it's better to give the SHRM test. So there can be difference. Here you can attain with the one single test, you will attain the 2 certification. Let's see this test strategy, how the CPHR strategy is there, because most of you have seen the SHRM examinations and their SHRM strategies. Here you have the CPHR certification. So CPHR certification, and once you become become the member, you have to prepare for the test. Then these are the later slides which I show you. Let's move to the, what is NK? NK then pass the national knowledge exam. It means the same exam is happens to be whole of the Canada. Whole of the Canada. Now it's a worldwide, it is the same date, same time. In India also, in the Asian market also, the same date it will be there. How to book that exam, I'll let you know. I will inform you whom to contact for conducting this exam, where you will get the guidance. What is national knowledge exam? National exam, here, there it was the 4 hours, here it is the 3 hours and 15 minutes examination. And they check your competency level that are designed as by the CPHR, or CPHR, their own competency level framework. And they outline the 9 specific fundamental dimensions. And here you have multiple choice question, it is 160 questions will be there. Again, it is the same way, it happens twice a year and registration closes prior 2 months before. But due to the COVID-19, again, this has dates have been extended, and these dates and are the that closes these dates on the June 19th and 18th and 19th. The exams are there, and there's a deadline has been extended from March 30th to 13th May. You can book for the exam for the present June session. In the SHRM, you have seen that you require 120 marks. Here, its passing marks is the 500 here. There's a, let's say, scoring calculation terminologies are different for methods are different from NK and the SHRM examination. Here, your minimum marks is 120. There it was 120. Here is a 200, and here is the maximum is 800. Minimum passing marks is the 500. Let's come. Let's. I just unmute you about again the NK exam, how it works, so that you can.
Part of cost planning for major project. Cost of labor. Cost plan.
Just unmute and give the answer. This is part of the NK examination.
It's
Sorry, the cost of labor.
All of the above.
All of the above.
You have seen the SHRM.
All of the above.
Okay. It's all of the above, right?
Yes, sir.
All the participants they have given the answer. Let's come to the second question. Next, which term is used for an organization?
Used for an organization that has developed the continuous capacity to adapt and change. It's used for organization that has developed the continuous capacity to change.
Learning
Oriented organization, product orientation, learning organization, matrix organization,
Learning organization.
product orientation organization.
organization that has developed the continuous capacity.
Third.
Learning organization.
yeah, learning organization will be the right
Involvement. D. Involvement oriented organization. Involvement oriented.
No. A continuous capacity to adapt and change. It's a learning organization. Its involvement is something different. It's a capacity learning. The definition of the learning organization is that it's a continuous capacity to adapt and change. This is the sample question for the NK exam. Actual, these are live question from the Canada CPHR exam. Third one.
Demography.
It's a demography.
It's a demography.
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 Yeah, these are the right.
Demography.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Why I have given you the comparison? I have given you both the examinations pattern, how to give the answer, what are there, and when you are studying. So as a trainer, I'm giving you the certain tips to how to give the answers. And you've seen the difficulty level for each examination as CP, SCP, CPHR, how difficult, how easy are they, so that you can better judge rather than before I say something. So, so CPHR is a voice, it's a voice of Canada. SHRM is also, so they have the mutual recognition. Let's see. Once you are then clearing the exam, you will become this, you will earn this badge. I'm saying you earning means because you're investing. This is not the way that you go and purchase it. No, you have earned it. For this badge, you have earned it. Here is the pass percentage. If you see the both examination, it's national pass percentage is 75%. This last year, there's a November batch is 75% here, and the highest score was the 731 out of 100, and it is the 730 here. SHRM SCP is the 65 and CP is the 68. It's a 55 and 68%. You can see the difficulty level and the passing percentage worldwide. These number doesn't also includes the number of the participants. That also reflects the low scoring also for the passing percentage. But you can see the how you can do because you have seen the difficulty level. Now, once you are CPHR certified, how you can attain SHRM? Once you are CPHR certified from India, from Asian market, you can directly become the CPHR certified sitting at here. Sitting at here, you can at your live location, whether you're in Saudi, whether in China, Hong Kong, or Australia, worldwide, wherever you are. So we will facilitate you for this. Like now, there is a mutual recognition and SHRM pathway, that is the agreement. This is the agreement which you can search online. I'm not saying it's with my slides. It's here in the online. You can check whether there is a mutual agreement or not. Yes, they suggest. It was started in the 2018 in Chicago. The SHRM and your CPHR, they signed an MOU that will recognize each other. This agreement started effective from the 1st July 2018. What it said, SHRM will offer this SHRM certification pathway with this SHRM pathway to the individual holding the CPHR professional certification in good standing. Good standing means you are on this certification. You are actively a member of the CPHR and you have this certification and at the time of the application. So once you apply it, you will get it. So how? There are the pathways are. Suppose you have the pathway applicant that will require to create the SHRM account and complete the following step. Once your Canadian certification, you get any good standing, you submit a copy of electronically to the SHRM that I have earned this CPHR certificate and use this SHRM code of ethics. Then they will they agree to sign you have to sign the privacy and terms and policy. You have to agree on the SHRM privacy policies. There you will be find this competency model which I have shown you in the initial slides. There you will be a tutorial will be there that you must understand the SHRM competency level, which I have extensively detailed about the that green one and the people and the competency level like the behavioral and the technical competencies. There you will have a 45 minutes of a case studies for 45-minute tutorial. Then you will get certification. You will get how? Applicant who have minimum of 3 years experience, they will get the SHRM CP, and applicant with the 6 years, they will get the SHRM SCP with these mutuals, and it will be a free of charge. Once you have paid to the fees to the NK CPHR, you will get the certification. It means with the same cost, with the same time, studying for the PHR, you will earning this. This is the ROI. If you calculate the ROI with the same cost, with the same investment of time, an easy way to go. You're sitting at your place. You need not to go to the test center. Examiner will directly watch you once you book the exam. Then one exam, 2 certification, 1 exam fees. So this is ROI. You can calculate. You better for your this is investment for your life and for your career into the HR domain. So it means you have the tools. So it means you are the part of the world's largest body. For the SHRM, you become the member for the CPHR. So for the CPHR, we have recently seen that it links with the representative of the World Federation and the North American Human Reference. So it means you are a part of the bigger chain in this that you will be earning from this. Now, question is whom to contact for this. So you can contact whom for attaining your CPHR, whether you want to go to Canada, no, not at all required. Wherever you are, you can contact whom? SBMC. You can contact SBMC to attain the SHRM certification, to attain your CPHR certification. At your place there, how you can get it? Here, let me give you the brief introduction about the SBMC School of Human Resources, recognized and widely renowned in the Asian market and the global market. Established in the 2004, they pioneer in the training, the recruiting, payroll, temporary staffing. Then you have SBMC offers you the training on SHRM, CPHR, HRCI products like the GPHR, SPHR, SPHRI, CIPD. Then SHRM, SBMC, the CPHR, British Columbia, Asia Center. So means here we are representing the whole of the Asia and globally, and we have already trained more than 6,000 students. Students mean the professionals, that include your intern, the HR professional regarding your HR. So this here, whatever you will be getting the information, you can check on the CPHR website. You will find the SBMC name there, and that is the Asia Facilitator Center, authorized representative of your CPHR, their authorized center. And SBMC offers you training for the CPHR, for SHRM. In case you want to go through this route, you can have the option for this. We have the designed experts, trainers, those who are SHRM certified. They will and the CPHR certified. We have the GPHR certified trainer, SPHR. So you can have this kind of training and CIPD trainings you can obtain from here. And with which all other certification are there? These are the strategic HR partner, that certification is available. Then you have your total reward specialist, then you have the HR analytics, then you have your HR payroll, statutory compliance, PMS development specialist, and the HR journalist certification. There are many other certifications also. Why? What is the beauty of these and the key areas? What is the benefit? Benefit that all these certification from the SBMC and endorsed by the CPHR, which no one else is giving in the Asian market. These are endorsed by the CPHR. Once you've done these kind of certification like the total reward, analytics, payroll, HR journalist, strategic HR business partner, you become, so that once you are moving to the Canada, for example, that there you will be recognized, or in India, because SHRM is also have the mutual partnership. SHRM is also recognized worldwide, so this will be recognized worldwide. So these kind of certification. So then it will be used for the recertification benefits. On later in the end, I will show you how to recertify yourself. That is required for every certification, recertification, and these certification offered by the SBMC are globally accepted. How you can prepare at SBMC for the examination preparation? These we have the live classes there on the weekdays and the weekends, and the training material approved by your CPHR, SHRM. That is a approved material you will find. That is the globally what you find here. You find globally there the same terminologies, everything that has been extensive research work has been done on the materials. And no one is offering to 2500 multi MCQ question bank. You will find either 400, 500, but 2500 question bank from the CPHR alone. We have more than 2300, 2500 question bank. For the SHRM, we have the more. For flashcards, 1500 flashcards there. Once you're done with your question bank for your module, now then you can use this flashcard. It's just like definitions or the question, and the back of that you will find the answer. Just like it's a cramming or it's a fast study. You can study it anywhere. You can revise it. Then the glossary of acronyms, or the glossary where you find the definition. You'll find the glossary, because the glossary part you will find a lot of definition in the examination, like what is ADR is there, what is CHRO is there, what is HRBP, what is COBRA, what is ADA, what is FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, what is OSHA, what is WARN Act, what is FLSA, what is SWOT, what is ROI. So these are the glossary, because at the time of exam you will find these words and you have to identify what is KSA. Sometimes we don't, because the fear factor is there and you don't find it suitable. And our trainers are the CPHR SHRM certified. So that means you will be under the umbrella of the certified trainer. So whatever the guidance will be given, you will be given on the right path. Here you have the training. Now, how much time? Every certification from the SBMC is designed in such a way that you can attain the certification easily. You need not to go for studying for the 6 months. It is 1.5 months and 2 months maximum. Means 25 hours to 30 hours, 24 hours to maximum 30 hours. In that period, you can go for the CPHR study. You can go for your SHRM studies that are very extensive, and there are techniques to remember. There are discussions for the question. There are tricks to clear the exam. Now, when it comes to the tricks, what kind of tricks are required? There are many tricks required for the examination point of view. Here I can give you one of the sample, but in the training there are extensive tricks so that you remember immediately. You click on the answer. Like this is one of the technique, like the Delphi technique. I've given the technique, this one. So Delphi technique, basically the question sometimes it's a quantitative, qualitative, it's a workforce analysis. So you have to find which kind of technique is this? It's a quantitative or qualitative, first thing. People get confused, which are the quantitative, it's a trend analysis there are the other analysis. So you have to find. So I have highlighted here L to L, that is the L from, if you find is L, it's a qualitative technique. Here the experts are there, they put their recommendation. This is the second technique. When you find the expert, giving a recommendation, it's a Delphi technique. Expert, and they never meet each other. This is all the third technique. So that's the expert which never meet each other. That is the Delphi technique. This is how you may find a question in your examination that immediately you can click. This is how the training works. It depends on your trainer, how he is giving you the training, what are the tricks he is giving, and he actually he has seen the live exam or not. What is the fear factor? What is the pass percentage? You must look. The SBMC has a, if you see those who have achieved their CPHR, the 100% they will get the SHRM examination. Our pass percentage is more than 85% for all for CPHR, because of extensive course study, extensive research material we have, and the exhaustive material and the exhaustive. Then you need not to cram the thing. You just base your foundation. Now time to recertified everyone. Again, this was again there that how to recertify it, because every certification you require a to recertify, you need to demonstrate that you have upgraded your skills. How you can earn your 60 PDCs development that you in the 3 years for to attain like CPHR for SHRM, you can attain the 60 PDCs, or you can retake your exam. So retaking exam is not an easy. So it's better to attend what? How you can attain your PDCs? 1 hour of your educational program will give you the 1 PDC. Means 1 hour 15 minutes give you the 1.25 PDC. How you can attend? You can attend the passive way, like you attend your webinars, you attend your video conferencing. They are self-directed learning. CPHR portal, SHRM portal, they have their own webinars going on. They are free of cost. You can attend the live lecture, recorded lectures. From where if you attend, you are on this credits. So it is very easy to maintain. If you want to get within 30 days, you will get the 30 credit hours if you study, and then you can go for the article writing or you attend. This is how you can attain your you can maintain your membership and your certification for the SHRM and your CPHR, and you're connected to the worldwide body. So again, I'm coming back. It's you who will decide what is the ROI. Single cost, 2 certifications, SHRM, SHRM CP and SCP and CPHR. You will get 2 certification, 2 badges you will have, whether this badge and this badge and this badge or this badge. This is how you can add to your curriculum, your profile, to your LinkedIn profile, and it automatically adds your value. How the employer will look for you, like as a recruiting firm, talent acquisition firm, employer they look for the who are the SHRM, who are the CPHR candidates. Immediately you can update, and immediately they are out of the group. Our group means they're recognized in the market. They're best. They feel they're not a normal people. They are expertise. So this is how they have been recognized. So now time it's for your questions. How you what are the questions you want to ask? I'm just unmuting you. So any queries you have, just you can unmute and you can ask the question if you want to have what kind of any kind of regarding.
Sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just want to ask, in the age of robotics and in the age of AI, is SHRM is beneficial for the people who are in the corporate world?
Definitely, it's for the corporate world. Right?
How come? Can you explain? Because I'm working from last 1.5 months, 1.5 years, but I'm still not getting the stuff
What kind of stuff you want?
about this SHRM. How society works for human resources.
These all the slides which I have given you. In case you want to have a detailed discussion, I can show you the competency level. You can ask from the numbers. So I think you have already discussed that.
Yes.
We in this term, when we are the core study, there we have the extensive materials. So
Yes, sir.
sharing you the all of you one of few of you the let me send.
Yes, sir. Sir, and second question, you have talked more about the examination certification course. Can you gain us approximately how much cost will be for this certification course?
For cost, you just note down this number and please come back on this, right? For cost
Oh,
and everything detail, they will send you the information, right? And just
yeah, sure.
other question. There are other participants. Please let me know. Yes, someone has raised the hand. Yeah, Busayo. Yeah, please.
Yeah, good day. I'm Busayo from Nigeria.
Yeah, Busayo. How?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much for this information. It has been so helpful. I have registered for the certification SCP,
Okay.
SHRM SCP. I've registered, I've paid for the exam, and I've scheduled a date for the exam. So I want to know if I can get study materials to get prepared. The little ones you shared earlier, if I can have it, and if we can get more. That is one. Number two, I want to know about, you mentioned 200 points the other time when you were talking about the pass mark for both certification. You mentioned 200 points. I didn't really get that. I want you to throw more light on that, please.
Okay. For some certification, you want a study material. Everyone, those who have want these related any inquiry related to the SHRM, how it works, what are the costs and everything, how the study material is there. You can just message me in the chat box as a private, so that
Okay.
we can send you all the detailed information regarding your, and these are the numbers. We will be sharing you the numbers also. I am sharing you the numbers where you can in fact contact, an email ID also where you can
Okay.
send your email. Is the email ID, and there is the numbers which from where you can get more information. These are the numbers.
Okay.
I'm sharing on the chat. You can note down. These are the numbers. In fact, I'm sharing you the files also for your SHRM, like a BOCK competency, comprehensive competency level, this knowledge booklet for you. Let me send you this.
Okay.
In the chat box, everyone will receive the material related to the SHRM. Hope everyone.
Where do you say we got this from?
Yeah, what were you asking? Hello?
The material you are sharing now, where are we going to get it from? Is it to our mail?
I have sent you on the chat. Everyone open their chat, they will find the acronyms. These are the basic BOC I have shared on the chat. Have you received it? Please see your chat.
No, not yet. I can check my chat box.
It's not on my chat, not yet, yeah?
Yes, sir, we got.
Have you received?
Yes.
No.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
I'm also sending you the this question bank also that is being shared with the question bank.
Yeah. Can we produce our email address?
I will just all of you, those who also want, just please mention your email address as a private message. So I will be sending details.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
I will be giving everything for that, every information you want. Anything else? Anyone wants? Any inquiry?
Yeah, just one last question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please.
Okay, my question is, like, in this crisis of COVID-19, do you feel that in the future these certifications would be really helpful? Like, if n number of people are applying to it and they are getting certified also, but are there so much jobs in the economy to back us what we have done with?
Definitely, this is look, in the difficult time, it is also they wanted tough people. Every organization, those who know the strategy, those who want to move out of the company from this crisis. So such certification always help you. If you see, in much people are applying, not much people are aware of this. If you see, those are aware, those are preparing, the pass percentage is less. They are still studying it or something. They are wasting their time directly studying, or they are going here and then searching or going for the other kind of certification. It is first thing whether which certification is the right, where to approach for the training material and training part. Secondly, and third, where you will be applying after your once you are SHRM, SCP, CPHR, you just post on LinkedIn or Indeed and and your CV, upload everything. You will have the job options from here. And if you check Indeed or Monster, what kind of jobs are there for the CPHR and SHRM, you will find a 30% hike in the salary for and the SHRM, right?
Right, but the only thing that I just wanted to confirm is like if thousands of people are doing this, so are they backing up thousands of job, or still there would we would be finding a competition? This would just be a piece of paper like our other degrees, and so that is what I'm saying. What edge it is having as compared to the others?
Thousands of people are applying that are applying from the globally. If you see from the India rate, or from the Bangladesh rate, or your Saudi or your UAE, the number of applicants are low. It is worldwide. If you see the number, 5,000 are have been applying. So once you're there are, I can refer to the company where they have placed the position. Just I was muting you. I mute you. If you can unmute. There are many companies those who require that you must have this certification, else we are giving you time within the time frame of 1 year or 6 months. You attain this certification, else we will not going to hire you. It is for this managerial senior level position. It is in the actual practice. Few people are doing it, not everyone is doing it. It's not just a piece of paper. You just reach out. It is not, it is you earn it. People studied for 2 years for to attain SHRM certification, CPHR. Not the first time you easily get it. If you are doing from your own end, examination cost is very high. It's almost 600 500 USD, almost it comes to the Indian currency. It comes out then 30 40,000 you're just wasted in the one go, right? So if you want where these are, you can specifically write a mail. I can refer to the companies where there is a mandatory, these positions are required, these certifications are required. Yeah, right. I have made it.
Yeah, I just want to buttress what you said now.
Yeah.
Even in the midst of this pandemic,
right,
everybody afraid of not losing your job, promising, and you must be SHRM certified.
Okay,
so I can't put in because I don't have that certification yet, and the pay is extremely good. So if you are not certified, the way the future of work is going, I think we will be behind. So it is something that every individual in the human resources profession needs to get certified.
Yes. Yeah, Gurshin, you raise your hand. I think there's some question from you.
Yes, so actually I'm I'm from MCOM background, so I don't have such experience. So by getting this certificate, can you please tell me that surely I'll get something like
job? We're talking about the job.
Hello?
Yeah, talking about the job. You are talking about the moving to the HR domain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good question. Let me give you the answer for this. I have my there is a base course. You just join that the HR generalist course.
Yeah.
That is a very practical. Most of the students, they join first, then they enter.
Yeah, actually I have done it from Google, also from Udemy also. I have done HR course, 2 courses I have done.
But you need to have a practical knowledge. You need to design.
No, I don't have any practical knowledge.
Right. As SBMC will give you the practical knowledge, working on the live recruiting part, working on the hospitals, how to design, design the attrition part, how to onboard people, how to offer the salary offer letter, appointment letter, then designing of your salaries, salary slips, challans, statutory compliance on the performance management.
Okay.
That and there.
So like lockdown is going on, so you are providing these services in this in at this time also?
Yeah, we are providing online. All the practical training has been moved to the online. In fact, people from other countries, they are join the online. We give them the recruiting training online live here, and they just connected with the how to work on the portal. It's just like here we are seeing your screen. It is how on working on the payroll sheets here live. We'll give you the actual live sheets, right? Advanced Excel. This is how you first join, and then you can move to the senior level position, this certification like the SHRM CPHR. In fact you want to go to the Canada, CPHR is one of the best option to go there. It is widely recognized. From sitting here you can get to the Canadian HR. Any other question?
Okay. No, thank you.
So any other, no other questions please? Any am I I'm thankful to everyone for joining us. Hope you have received. Gurshin, again, you want to ask something, or you know,
No, sir.
you must have received your the material with you. And those who want to get their participation certificate, they can just message me in private, and they will send the participation certificate plus the details of the course. Those who want to specifically about the courses, so will love to share the details. Right? Thank you so much for joining.
Excuse me, hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hanji sir, just one last question. Like you just mentioned to Gurjeen in our previous question that you would be providing us practical trainings and all. So like I just wanted to ask like whether these are based upon the some set of previous data questionnaire or something, because see HR is very dynamic field. How can you just tell by the set standards of question and all? It is every day a new learning, and
For
till
the,
the time we are not getting a practical exposure from a company,
for which
then
kind of,
how do you think it could be beneficial to us, sir?
the questionnaire which whether for any certification, whether it is the HR journalist we are offering that is endorsed by the Canada, or the SHRM, or these have been updated lively from the in the, if you see they will,
Yeah.
like, me too question was there. In fact, in the one of the exam, me too question was there, because the answer, once you're going through the question bank or studies, you'll find the recent ones question which are there, that give you the practicality. So these certifications, these are correlated to the practical part and related to the recent developments, not related to the past 10 years back what happened. Now COVID is there, you will find a lot of questions from COVID crisis, from this scenario, how the companies cope up, how what is the role of the HR in that. Now this is the kind of question will come, right? It's totally practical.
How come practical here? This is not going totally into theory. Just we need to cram the answers like just you first said it.
No. When you will have in the case studies, in the study material, we have the case studies, different case studies. You don't need not to answer. Cramming only for the definition. I can say you like what is the definition of HR. There's a cramming you can say, but related to your situational judgment question, you will have the practical case study question. That's why the situational questions are there. These are based on live situation. They're the materials have been updated. Live material will be updated, and you will be given the scenarios accordingly. Same question will be given to you in the examination, because our materials have been designed from the Canada, from the US. So same material, same question bank will be coming to you. Right, Priyanka?
Right, it's okay.
Anything else? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
So you will be providing certificate, partition certificate?
Yeah, send me the mail in the mail. I already in the chat, right? Okay.
Yes.